Hi students, in the previous session of this coordinate geometry, we had learnt about the coordinate plane and the two axes dividing the plane, order pair and the quadrants. So, we will just have a revision of that for a minute before going to today's concept because they are useful for today's concept also. Coming to the topic, the coordinate plane. This coordinate plane is divided into a parts with the help of the two axes. One is the x-axis. The horizontal line, number line, is called as the x-axis, and the vertical axis is said to be as y-axis. And where these two lines intersect at a point, that point is called as origin, and we write it in the form of an order pair as 0, 0, which is shown on the screen. Okay, and the next, both the axes not only form a origin at a point intersection, they also divide the coordinate plane into 4 regions, and these 4 regions are denoted by the capital numerals. See the number line, how the number line is dividing the region into 4 regions. If we call these regions as quadrants, and these quadrants are labeled with Roman numerals. This is the first quadrant, second, third, and in the fourth quadrants. In the fourth quadrant, both the x-axis number line and the y-axis number line. That means the points which are taken on the x-axis and the points which are taken on the y-axis, both are greater than 0. And if we come to the second quadrant, on the x-axis the numbers are negative, and on the y-axis the numbers are positive. That is, x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0. And in the third quadrant, x is negative and y is also negative. That is, x is less than 0 and y is also less than 0. When we come to the fourth quadrant, here the points on the x are positive. That is, x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. So, in the fourth quadrant, x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. After knowing the quadrants, let's go to the next, the order pairs. We are talking about x points and y points. These 2 points together return is said to be as order pair. Arranged in order, then it is called as order pair. In other words, this order pair is called as coordinate point. Generally, we return this in the form as in the parenthesis p, q. Okay, and coming to the main topic of today's session, generally we are writing the order pair as p, q. The first point p is said to be the value of x and q is y. In other words, the x coordinate is also called as abscissa and the y coordinate is also called as ordinate. Okay, in the point which is written in the form of p, q, p is said to be as x coordinate. X coordinate is also called as abscissa and the point q as y coordinate, and this y coordinate is also called as ordinate. Okay, based on this abscissa and ordinate only, we can say the quadrant of the coordinate point. That means before the x coordinate is called as abscissa and the y coordinate is called as ordinate. Based on these abscissa and ordinate values only, we say the point belongs to which quadrant. Okay, but based on the values of abscissa and ordinate only, we can say the quadrant of the coordinate point. That is, to which quadrant it belongs to. It belongs to first quadrant or second quadrant or third or fourth. Now let us see. Let us solve some problems based on these questions, because it is important for the exam also. Writing the abscissa and the ordinate, and also to which quadrant this coordinate point belongs to. See the first question. write the abscissa, ordinate and quadrant of the given points. What is the first point given? A point. The point is named with the capital letter A. Okay. The first point is -2, 3. Here -2 is the x value. That is -2 is called as abscissa and 3, the y coordinate, is called as ordinate. Okay. -2 is abscissa and 3 is the ordinate. If we observe the points, the abscissa is less than 0. That is x coordinate is less than 0 and y coordinate is greater than 0. So if x less than 0 and y greater than 0, then to which quadrant it belongs to? Yeah, it belongs to the second quadrant. Okay. As x less than 0 and y is greater than 0, we say that the point, the coordinate point belongs to second quadrant. Okay. And next, the point is 5, -3. Here the abscissa is 5 and the ordinate is -3. If we observe here the abscissa, that is x coordinate, is greater than 0 and y coordinate is less than 0. If x is greater than 0 and y less than 0, then to which quadrant it belongs to? It belongs to the fourth quadrant. Okay, got it? And now you can say the point 2, 3. What is the abscissa here? Here the abscissa is 2 and what is the ordinate? The ordinate is 3. And if we observe the point here, x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0. If both are greater than 0, then to which quadrant it belongs to? It belongs to first quadrant. Now, let us see some more examples of this abscissa, ordinate and the quadrant. Okay. Here, the next point is -4, -8. Here the x coordinate is, that is nothing but abscissa is -4 and the ordinate is -8. Here, if we observe the x and y coordinate, both are negative. That is x less than 0 and y is also less than 0. So to which quadrant this belongs to? This belongs to the third quadrant. Okay. Next, if we come to the next point, here we observe the given point is 0, -6. Here the abscissa is 0 and the ordinate value is -6. Here x is 0. X is 0 means the point lies on the y-axis. It does not belong to any quadrant. It lies on the y-axis. If x is 0, if the abscissa is 0, then the point lies on the y-axis. And in the next point, if we observe, in the next point is 3, 0. Here the ordinate is 0 and abscissa is 3. Then the value lies on the x-axis. The coordinate point lies on the x-axis. While plotting the graph, we will learn something more about this y-axis and x-axis points. So, coming to the next. Here, the next question is, name the quadrant in which each point is located. The point is -5, 4. -5, abscissa is less than 0 and ordinate is greater than 0. Then to which quadrant it belongs to? It belongs to second quadrant. Okay. Name the, and here the point is -2, -7. Both abscissa and the ordinate, both are less than 0. So to which quadrant this belongs to? This belongs to the third quadrant. And now we will learn about a graph sheet. Here, now we will learn about the Cartesian plotting of the points, coordinate points in the Cartesian plane, that is in a graph sheet. Now let us learn how to. Generally, we draw two lines in a graph paper. In a graph sheet, we draw two lines. The horizontal, we have to denote it x, x dash and y, y dash. And we will write the number lines each on the numbers on this horizon towards right right to the right side of the origin, we take the positive values on the x-axis, and left we take a negative values, and on the y-axis upward direction we take a positive values, and in the downward direction we take a negative values. And here the scale is that is the distance between the graph line. Here we are seeing the graph sheet, no? The distance between one line to one line, generally we take it as 1 centimeter. Here I have taken on both as 1 centimeter only. The scale is written as on the x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, and also on the y-axis we have taken the scale as 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Children, while drawing the graph in any class, first we have to draw this number line exactly, that is both the axis, x-axis and y-axis, and immediately we have to write the scale also. This is very important, and the marks also will be considered for this. Okay, now we will learn how to locate the points on the that is nothing but the coordinate points on the graph paper, how to locate the points. First, what is the point given here? A, minus 4 comma 9. So minus means from the origin we have to move towards the left. See here, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Yeah, on the x-axis the abscissa value is minus 4. And what is the ordinate value? Ordinate is 9. So from minus 4, starting counting like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So now see how where we had plotted this point. Sorry, here we will get the point, and we have to write the point as A, minus 4 comma 9. And similarly, if we go to the next point, observe what is the point given there? B, 5 comma 0. If here the ordinate value is 0, so on the which axis this point comes? This point comes on the x-axis, because here y value is a 0. If we count from the origin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is no need of going to the upward direction or downward direction, because the ordinate value is 0, no? So we get the point on the x-axis. And C, 0, next point, going to the next point, C, 0 comma minus 8. Here the x is 0, that is the abscissa value is 0. So we get the point on the y-axis. See how we got it? C, 0 comma minus 8. Okay. And the next point is 7 comma minus 2. 7 and minus 2. Okay. And for this also we have taken the scale as a normal, as y-axis 1 centimeter and this thing. Now we will find the points. We had learned how to plot the points. Now let us learn how to identify the point, how to write the coordinate point from the graph. See here, the first value is A. What is the distance from the y-axis? See, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and 1, 2, 3. Then the value, the point of A is minus 4 comma 3. Okay, abscissa is minus 4 and the ordinate is 3. Next, the point B is 0 comma 3, and the C point is from X, it is one unit away, and going to the upward direction 1, 2, 3, 4. So we write this point as 1 comma 4. And coming to the D point, where is the D point? Yeah, here on the x-axis. See, the x-axis is the D point. So what we'll write that point as 1 comma 0. And next E. Here the point of E is 5 comma 1. Abscissa is 5 and the ordinate value is 1. And next the F point. See the F point. So first, what is the abscissa here? 1, 2, 3. So the abscissa is 3 and here it is minus 4. So what we'll write here? 3 comma minus 4. And coming to the next point, G. Where is the Z point located? see, it is located on the y-axis. Y-axis means x is 0, that is the abscissa is 0. So we get the z point as 0 comma minus 3. Next, h. What is the h here? Minus 4 comma minus 4. Abscissa is minus 4 and the ordinate is also minus 4. And next, I point is located on the x-axis. So we write this point as minus 3 comma 0. And next, the z point. What is the point of z here? It is not moving in any, it is not there on the both. It is on the intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis. So we say this as if origin. That point is written as 0 comma 0. Okay. So now we have written the coordinate points from the graph. Now let us go to the another problem, that is at the positions of 5 comma minus 8 and minus 8 comma 5 is same. Justify your answer. If we notice the first point 5 comma minus 8, here the abscissa is 5 and the ordinate is minus 8. And if we notice the second point minus 8 comma 5, the abscissa is minus 8 and the ordinate is 5. Generally 5 comma minus 8, it belongs to the fourth quadrant, and minus 8 comma 5 belongs to the second quadrant. So if we plot it if we go through this with the graph, then if we plot the points, we get the point A in the fourth quadrant and the point B in the second quadrant. If I notice that they both are different, so they lie in their positions are not same. We can say, in a words, we can say this: the abscissa, we can write the abscissa ordinate of the both the points, and we say that the positions differ based on their ordinate points. That is, the abscissa and ordinate both differ in their distance from the. If we notice here, the point A is in the fourth quadrant and point B is in the second quadrant. Based on the abscissa and ordinate values only, we say the position of this points belongs to which quadrant. Okay, as the abscissa and ordinate values are differ in their distance. So this coordinate points having a different positions. Thus, in the above case, both the coordinates differ in their positions. Okay, got it? And going to the next problem, we had noticed some problems. Now let us learn how to write the equation of x-axis and the equation of y-axis. Children, see here, I had given you some points here. One is 0 comma 9 and the other is 0 comma 5. The other is 0 comma minus 8, 0 comma minus 2. 4 points. If we notice this 4 points, in this 4 points the abscissa value is 0 and the ordinates are different. That is, in the first point the ordinate is 9 and in the second coordinate point the ordinate is 5 and in the third coordinate point the ordinate is minus 8 and in the fourth it is minus 2. If we plot these points on the graph, then 0 comma 9 comes on the position where it comes on the y-axis, and the next 0 comma 5 comes is also on the y-axis, and C point is also on the y-axis, and D point is also on the y-axis. See here, if we observe, all the points lie on the y-axis. All the given points lie on the y-axis. So the y-axis is denoted by the equation x equal to 0. Here the point, first only I told you that the ordinate is changing for all the values. Whatsoever the ordinate is, but x is 0. So we write the equation as x equal to 0 for y-axis. The y-axis is denoted by the equation x equal to 0. And next, see once again, as the points A point, B, C and D. Here the abscissa is 0 and the ordinate value is changing. So as the abscissa is 0, all the points lie on the y-axis. So we write the equation of y-axis as x equal to 0. Okay, coming to the next step. Now let us go to the other example. In the previous problem, the abscissa is 0, and if we observe this problem, the problems given in this the points given in this problem are 9, 0, 5, 0, minus 8, 0, and minus 2, 0. Here if we observe, we find that 0 is ordinate value is 0 in all the points. So if we start plotting the points in the graph, A point we get it on the x-axis, and B also we get it on the x-axis, and C also minus 8, 0 is also lies on the x-axis, and minus 2, 0 is also on the x-axis. If we notice this all the points as the ordinate is 0, we get all the points on the x-axis. That is, so the equation of x-axis is denoted by y equal to 0. The equation of x-axis is denoted by the equation y equal to 0.